Hey guys, welcome to another show of the UnKnown Show with Kra-Z Wren-A. We're here, my foot's asleep. Oh my goodness. I wanted to say before I start the show is happy birthday to Donnie Gilson. Donnie Gilson used to be a good friend of mine from Freedomizer Radio. He used to be on the Heated Conversation, and now he is on the Truth Frequency Network over there with Chris and Sherry Geo, and they have a show every Sunday, and it's about science stuff, all about the planets and the universe and all kinds of really neat stuff like that. And I also wanted to plug in a show for the Red Pill Show. He's right here, and he's also on freedomizerradio.com. And on every Sunday also, and at 6 p.m. Pacific Coast time. And he's also here whenever he feels like it. And right here on Spreaker.com. And also plug in for Minister K. He's on the Sound Doctrines, and he's also on Spreaker.com, and he's also on freedomizerradio.com. Okay, so now we've got everybody out of the way. Here I am, with my foot asleep and my dog's begging for something. I don't know. So, okay. Well, the last show was all about mostly about the government. Kind of still stuck on that one, because I know a little bit about that. And I'm a free bird. I've always been a free bird. I've always been a rebel. I always do my own stuff, basically. I am hard to... I know, I'm like, nobody can tell me what to do, especially guys. They think they can tell me what to do, but they're always in for a treat, because I eventually get my own way. Because that's the way I am. And some guys are too controlling and could not deal with me, because all we would do is fight. So it's better for me to be with guys that are less controlling, because that way it all works out. Because I like to rule the nest. I do. I'm sorry. I'm a woman, but I act like a guy sometimes. It's like... I don't know, I just like things my way, and I'm really bad about that. I really need to fix that. I know, I need to fix that. A lot of women are so, submissive to their partner. It's like, submissive? What? Me? But I also have got part Italian in me, so that Italiano really strikes out bad. I mean, Italians are tough. Mean, and they just get right in your face. I mean, when I was younger, I used to have a lot of fights with a lot of guys, because I really just get in their face, And now that I'm older, I have simmered down quite a bit. Who's beeping me? I've simmered down quite a bit. I try to treat people the way I would like to be treated. I try to have respect for others, and hopefully they respect me back. This is the way it should be. But I don't want to be submissive. There's a drawing point there. Put the chalk on the chalkboard there. Because I don't really want to be submissive. You know what I mean? I still like have things my own way. I mean, not every single thing, I like to let guys do guys things, like they want to go in a garage and make something, go for it. They want to, mow the lawn or do the weed whacker, go for it. They want to change a light bulb for you, go for it. There's certain things, I let guys be guys, you know what I mean? They want to punch a punching bag, go for it. They want to make something creative, do something, but sometimes guys, they think that they're being creative, and sometimes they make a mess, and then it looks awful, like, for instance, like putting rocks on a hill and making a walkway. Sometimes, some guys know what they're doing, some guys don't. It depends on the guy. All guys are different. some guys are smarter, some guys are dumber. It just depends on the guy. Like I said, it's like, not everybody's perfect. I'm not expecting perfection. But sometimes if there's a mess, I tell them, please clean it up because it looks awful, And if they get mad, it's like, oh, brother, here we go. So sometimes I can't win. Sometimes I do back out and just bite my tongue and just walk away. There's the only thing else. Nothing else I can do. But wrecking your property, that's a different thing. It's like you're supposed to make your property line look nice and pretty. And when you screw it up, it's like, please, can't you see that? Open your eyes, would you? Then I gotta come along and get rid of all the ugly rocks, because like some guys, they like to pick up rock. Like sometimes we go rock hunting. Seriously, we go rock hunting. I know. And it's not to find gold and silver and all this goody stuff. Just to have pretty rocks laying around your property. And sometimes I say, oh, hey, let's go get some small rocks. And then they come home with these huge boulders. It's like, no, I don't want a boulder. I want small rocks. But, some boulders will do. Some boulders look good. I like boulders that are huge, that you have to have a truck to drop in. I'd like to have something like that. That'd be cool. But sometimes I just want small rocks, little pebbles, for a reason. And they still don't listen to you. It's like, okay. But I got tons of rocks around my property. Oh my gosh, I got rocks everywhere. Because I get a river right down the street. So it's easy to go rock hunting because there's a river right down the street. There's tons of them. Tons of rocks. I like to get these flat rocks that you can paint on because I like to paint. I like to paint anything. I'll paint walls. I like to paint murals on walls in the house, weird stuff. I did that at my last house I painted an ocean view on one wall. Another wall, I did some really kinky stuff. It's like I drew these different colored lines up and down the walls, like kind of like lightning bolts in a way. Not a lightning bolt per se, but just, they would go up and down and sharp edges, and stuff. And then I built, and then, I go built again. What am I talking about? I don't know. Then I did this other thing, a mural above my sliding glass door, and it was like a half moon shaped round thing that sometimes I've seen houses that have windows like that. It's like a half moon shape, and it's right above the door, and then I put little different colored triangles inside this thing. It was really cool looking. It took a long time to do it, and I had to stand on a ladder to do it. And I was like, I didn't have nothing to hang on to, just you use a couple fingers to hold onto the wall with, while I was painting. It was like really nerve-wracking. I don't like being up high, doing anything up high. I really don't. I don't like being up on ladders. I'm scared of ladders. My legs start shaking, One time I got stuck up on a roof, and it took 3 guys to get me down. It wasn't hard getting up. I got up on the roof, no problem. But getting down, I was shaking all over. Took 3 guys to get me down. I was surprised they didn't call the fire department. They should have. Could get a net and scoop me up and then let me down or something. One time I went rock climbing on one of those things like a fair circus. I don't know what that. No, not a circus. Like a fair kind of thing. They had a big rock there, and you can go rock climbing. So I go rock climbing on this thing. I get almost all the way up, and there's like nothing to grab onto. And I'm like sitting in this little kind of a seat net or whatever you call it. And I'm telling the guys down below, can you let me down because I can't go any farther up and I'm stuck. And they're like, okay, in a minute. And I'm like, in a minute? I said, now, And I'm sitting there, trying to hang on to one rock, but I don't have anything on the other side to grasp onto. And these guys are just taking their grand old time. Finally, they let me down, and I just looked at them like, you guys are insane, you're supposed to be here to help us. And I was really stuck, and it was in a very uncomfortable position, that's all I can tell you. And I was really angry when I got down off that rock. But that was a different kind of a rock than I'm talking about. Anyway, back to the painting. I like to paint things. I paint on canvas, and I paint anything from sunsets to weird, crazy, weird stuff. I don't even know what you call that. Just paint whatever I'm feeling like in the daytime. I just, And then I build things. I got a little rock house I'm building. It's actually a house, a little tiny house. I don't know what that thing was. Because it's like toy house. I don't know what it was. But I'm making a rock roof all around, gluing rocks all to the roof. It has like an A-shaped roof, and I'm just gluing rocks all on top, and I'm going to paint it white and put blue little stripes on it to match my house, and then I don't know what else I'm going to do to it, but just like, and then I'm going to make turtles out of rocks. I got some rocks that are shaped like turtles, like humped back turtles, and I'm going to paint little, triangles on them and make them look like a turtle shell, and give them legs and try to put a little head in there, and put them out at my garden, make weird stuff. I don't know. I just creative. I like to do creative kind of stuff. But anyway, ha ha ha. That's not even funny. I'm just talking about myself. But what else can you do? Okay, we'll just play another song.